sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. So 24 hours ago, I won't be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I won't be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go loco. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. 24 hours ago, I won't be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I won't be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair and get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go loco. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated.
What's
Boom.
going on? Madman, what's up?
Hey, not much. The Winter Blues.
Yeah, the Winter Blues,
I
baby.
just sing the Winter Blues.
Yeah, it's sucking right about now, isn't it?
Actually, I got out the other day. Dump digging.
Did you? Yeah, not
Yeah,
here.
before this cold snap come in.
Yeah, no, not here. Not here. Got a couple more days of chilly, and then we got 5 days of 40-degree temperatures coming straight. So hopefully somewhere's in
Then,
that there I could get out.
yesterday I woke up to 8 below. This morning I woke up to 9 below. So digging's done here.
Yeah, we've had a couple of days now with the wind chill. We were in the teens. I think tomorrow we're like at 31. I think 30 on Friday, and then I think come the weekend we've got like 5 straight days of 40, 41, 40, 40. So that I can live with. That I can live with. It's probably gonna have to wait 2 days into those 40s to let it thaw a little bit, but we'll see. I'll test the grass where I live, and if I can get in, then I'll go. If I can't, then gotta wait. Gotta wait it out, man. Gotta wait it out. So we'll see what happens, man. But until then, um, for those of you, those of us who can't get out, it's a good time. This is a really good time. So to kind of do some things. It's a good time to clean up some fines from 2024. It's a good time to catch up on videos. I know you do that a lot during the winter.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize is it's also a good time if you can't get out really and dig right now. It's a good time to do a little maintenance on your machine. Clean it up a little bit, disconnect everything, get some canned air, blow out all your connections, stuff like that. Just kind of get yourself ready for that way when it does start to thaw out a little bit, you're ready to go. Get the coil cleaned up.
Now, one thing you don't want to do is charge your battery because
No.
supposedly your batteries last longer if they're not kept at full charge.
Yeah. So I charge mine usually the night before I go. So, but yeah, she gets out in the woods. But yeah, it's a good time to do some maintenance on your machines, man, and just get them ready. So that way, when we do get that thaw out, you're ready to go. And it's good to do it anyway. Get those connections cleaned up, and get your coil, the bottom of your coil, get your coil cleaned up a little bit. Make sure your wires are all good, nice, tight, connected.
Maybe it's time to order that new machine you've been wanting. Get
Yeah,
that
that's another
get
thing
that
too.
in. Yeah.
Speaking of that, we'd like to big shout out to our sponsor, uh, the Ultimate Finds Box, Mr. Eric Lamort. So for your accessory needs to keep and protect your machine, pimp it out a little bit, and for detectors, if you have
Now he's got Mind Lab,
Nocta,
Nocta,
MindLab, and XP.
XP.
So we
Yeah.
can you message Eric or myself, and we get y'all hooked up, man. We
No
get y'all
Garrett though.
hooked up. And there's a free accessory pack with every purchase of a machine. You get the whole works, man. You get the bumper guard, the coil stiffener, the shovel prop. You get it all, everything for free.
I tell you what, that control box bumper guide
Yep.
is for my Legend.
Right.
Yes, I
And
highly recommend that if you hunt in the rivers like I do, because that thing's
it,
always
yeah.
clanging off rocks and this and that.
And then for the days too, that little piece that keeps the box on from falling off. That's a must have if you got a Deus too.
Yeah, I got one right there from Eric. This keeps this control box. This control box, you can take it off and put it in your pocket and detect like that if you want.
Yep.
And it has a habit of just getting bumped. It'll pop off. So you
Yep.
don't want that.
Yes, a lot of people when they got the Deus has had that problem. But with a little ingenuity, little 3D printing, Mr. Lamort took care of that. So tonight, I don't know if you noticed, I'm wearing a special shirt tonight. This came
Mothman.
This came special delivery at Dig It Dude from Beth and her family because she knows I'm a Mothman person, and not just for the urban legend, but it happens to be in a town in West Virginia called Point Pleasant, which my next town over here is Point Pleasant. The big difference is their Point Pleasant has a Mothman. My Point Pleasant has two bag ladies and a crack whore. And I don't think any of the three of them have merged. So, you got to go with what you got to go with. One's an
Now, do you believe that the Mothman was real? Or?
Do I believe it's real?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I believe it's real, but believe it or not, real or not, some of these urban legends, even if you don't believe in aliens, right? If you don't believe Roswell ever happened, just the mere
Bigfoot.
What's that?
Or Bigfoot.
Right, just the mere fact that Roswell is talked about so much, the town makes a shit ton of money off of that. So
they must get tourists galore every year.
Yeah, so and the same thing, if people go to, Point Pleasant, Virginia, that's a big draw, and it helps the town make money. Unfortunately, there's two things. It's a double-edged sword. They have the Mothman for one, and then two, they have I don't know if it still is, but it was the worst bridge accident in U.S. history, where a bridge collapsed and killed 46 people. I believe it was called the Silver Bridge. And some people say that they saw the Mothman flying around. They don't know if he caused it or if he was trying to warn people, but there's always something, man. So if it helps the town, and it helps the area and brings revenue in and creates jobs or whatever, who am I?
I should make up something up here.
What's that?
I should make up a creature up here.
Yeah.
Let's sell some T-shirts.
The main monster. You could write, dude. You could write a book about it. Write a book about it. You have people flocking up there in the summer. They ain't coming here in the winter. But so is it spring yet? Oh,
No.
speaking of is it
Yeah, Alan.
speaking of is it spring yet? It is not spring yet, but what it is yesterday was the one and only Mr. Alan Hedrick's birthday. Okay, cheesy music's done. and the gentleman who's 50% responsible for giving birth to Mr. Alan Hedricks is also in the chat. Pops, Mr. Jeff Hedricks is here. He had some part in it. Some, but so check this out, right? So I think this is kind of funny. So Sunday, everybody goes into full all-out panic. Or was it Saturday night going into Sunday? That TikTok
Oh yeah.
got shut down. But it is what it is. It was what it was. You had to know it was going to be temporary anyway. Somebody's going to pick that up and buy it, and it was just a matter. It's just a matter of when. So I mean, the only thing that sucks is you build up a following and you got a bunch of videos and stuff like that, and now all of a sudden you got to find a new new place to do your stuff. And I checked out a couple. I did Lemonade. I'm not real enthused
Lemonade?
about it. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. And then I went over to this one called Clapper.
Clapper. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, well, it's similar to TikTok. It's not what we used to call Clapper way back when, but okay. But it's actually very similar to TikTok without the censorship, because the stuff that's on there you could never do and get away with on TikTok. Never.
That
Never.
means it probably won't be around for too long.
It's been around. It's just that there's no real kind of censorship on it or anything like that. So what? So you can
When TikTok shut down,
TikTok's really, really, really
Rick?
stringent. Yeah.
Mhm.
Really stringent. I used to do Twitter. Well, I can't even say I used to do it. I created an account. But
I used to be on there, but I haven't been on there in a long time.
what's that?
Twitter's all right for news.
Yeah, I you know what it is? My daughter told me years ago. She's like, Dad, you should get Twitter. I said, all right, check it out. So I created a Twitter account, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. So I go on and I search and I find my daughter on Twitter. So I said, okay, cool, I found her. So I sent her a message. And she didn't respond right away. So I texted her. I said, hey, I'm on Twitter now. I just tweeted you. And she's like, wait, what? You did? So she goes and looks. She goes, Dad, you DM'd me, Dad. I said, no, I tweeted you. She goes, no, you DM'd me. I said, what the hell is that? She goes, direct message. You messaged me. I said, no, I tweeted. She goes, Dad, no. You didn't tweet. I said, isn't that what tweeting is? And she's like, no, Dad. I was like, I had enough. Never went back to it. I didn't get it. So,
I
and
didn't even notice when TikTok shut down. The only way I knew that is it was on the news.
yeah. But don't they charge you for that now? Twitter?
I don't know. I'm not on there anymore.
Like $12 or something like that a month or something like that. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know if it's true or not because I haven't been on it in years, but I have a kitten in heat right now.
Is that why? She's
Yeah.
meowing?
Yeah. So, my other one, she was a rescue from a shelter, so they had already spayed her, so I didn't have any of that to worry about.
Rooted spade, yeah.
This one we got from a friend, so she got all her shots and all that stuff, but that's all she did. That's true, Rob. So she's goes through it for about 4 days or 5 days or whatever, and she just doesn't shut up. Doesn't shut up.
Better keep her inside.
Oh no, she stays in, but she sleeps in the hallway right outside my bedroom at night when she's going through this, and she just does the meow, meow all night long. Even my other cat, who just my other cat will either sleep on the bed next to me, or she'll be up on my dresser and she likes to look out the window and she'll lay down there. I even think every once in a while she just looks at me and goes, "Will you shut her the please?" I think she's like, she's good with her now. I said, but I think it gets to the point now because she never went through it, so I don't think she fully understands. I'm sure she gets it, but I don't know if she really, really, truly understands because she never had to go through it. But yeah, it's just all night, man, all night. So actually, my 3-year-old Nika is pretty non-vocal. She lets out this little meow once in a blue moon. The other one, though, oh my God, doesn't shut up. So, and I didn't really want to go get her spayed though. If it was done already, fine. I don't know. I'm not big into doing unnecessary things, like that. And I can get it done for nothing, but actually, my wife volunteers for a shelter, and they actually gave her a voucher to go have it done. So I don't actually have to pay for it to get done. I don't know. Maybe I'll let my wife go and take her. I can't do it. I mean, that's like taking me. That's like telling me. That's like me going and getting it. I'm like, you ain't going anywhere near me with this shit, dude.
Well,
Better for her health.
off in the long run.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have Colleen take her and have it done. I don't have the I can't sit there and I can't do it. So helps them live longer. They'll both outlive me. Who you kidding? Cats live 15, 20 years. They'll probably both outlive me, which is fine. But so yeah, so this new one, Clapper, it's pretty close to TikTok, I'd say. It doesn't refresh. It's not live like real time. Like it almost seems like once a day it does it, and then all your likes and your follows and all that show up, which is a little annoying. Hugh cut yours off, keeps them in a jar up on the fireplace, up on the mantle, or on her nightstand, or your nightstand, just to let you know where they are. But um, but yeah, there's no censorship, and the only annoying part of it is, um, and TikTok's the same way right now. Any of them are is, and I kind of expected it. Once Monday came and they had the inauguration, you just had to know people were just going to come on and just say all kinds of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Give their political opinions and this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. And there's just certain things I just don't talk about and I don't discuss. Politics is one, religion's another. As far as I'm concerned, um, um, y'all, everybody's got a right to their own opinion, but at the same time, it's like this whole LGBT, all that other stuff, and the woke and all that. Everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody has the right to say whatever or to be and think whatever. It's just when it starts getting shoved down my throat is when I get annoyed. That's all.
Right. I
You know,
understand it. Yeah.
if that's the way you think and feel, great. That's the great thing about living in this country. You can do that. But there's a lot of kids on TikTok and all these little social media platforms. Just leave it off there, man. Keep it off there. Go to work. Go to work and talk to your coworkers about it, whatever. But don't put it in a place where kids are going to see it, and it's just I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. What the fuck do I know? I don't know shit. I talk
It's,
about metal detecting and aliens. That's the topics of my conversation most of the time. Neither one of those are with my wife, by the way.
I got aliens in my newest book I'm writing.
What's that?
I got some aliens in my newest book I'm writing.
I don't give a fuck.
No,
Oh,
the newest book I'm writing has aliens in it.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like I said, you're entitled to whatever you want to think, whatever you want to feel. That is your right, and I don't have to agree with it, and you don't have to agree with me. But it's the one thing you'll never hear me talk about is politics, religion, anything that has to do with that, any of that other stuff. I don't talk about it, man. People bring it up in conversation. I just tell them straight out. Yeah, dude, I'm not discussing this with you. When I was at work all the time, people used to, you know, um, people would come in and start, I had a lot of Hasidic Jewish people and Christian people, and hey, Tom Kingery, what's up? And
Hey,
all this
Tom.
other stuff. And they used to come in and start talking, and like, hey, listen, you know what? I'm here. I'm here to help you, whatever you need. But I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about none of it. The easiest way to offend somebody is to talk about religion and politics and all that other crap. That's the easiest way because everybody's gonna, nobody's gonna ever always agree, and that's where all the crap comes from. Um,
What's
don't
sad is there used to be a day that you could talk politics.
You should vote for me. I will.
If people respected each other. Those days are long gone.
That's not the way it is. You vote for me, I will get rid of liquor tax. Um, I will get rid of half of the holidays that exist right now that were just made up.
Oh, you're not going to be popular with the working people who get those holidays off.
Some people get them off. A lot of people don't get them off, but they just make up shit. They just make up holidays now, you know. So, and I will make that. I will make it to where. What the hell are you doing? To where there's a mandated law where any metal detectorists get 1 day a week during the work week to take off half a day to go to metal detecting. I'll make it a law.
Yeah.
I'll make it a law. Unfortunately, Frederick, um, we can't really focus on making our. Well, that's the thing. Each individual has to make themselves better, and unfortunately, it's like anything else. The first thing you have to do is admit there's a problem, and most people have a problem doing that. So there's your first problem right there. All federal land is detectable. All state land is detectable.
Uh,
Um,
I like that one, the state land.
yeah, it's all detectable. I'll make it all detectable. Make it all available. Um,
All
you,
beaches.
yeah, you come right on the White House, come right on the White House lawn, and see if you can pull out some GW buttons out of there. I'm sure.
If you get by the Secret Service, you can detect.
You know, I don't need no Secret Service, bro. I got my own guns. You only need. Let me tell you something. You only need
Oh,
protection. You only need protection is if you got something to be protected from. I start doing all that, I ain't gonna need the protection. Not going to need it at all. I'll start doing like some of these other countries do. You know, um, they have what is it? Was it 4-day work weeks? But they get paid
10
for
hour days.
what's that?
10-hour days.
Yeah.
I worked that schedule at one point when I was young.
It's not a bad. It's not bad. You get 3 days off. That's not bad. And if you wind up working a fifth day, it's all overtime. That's not a bad gig, man. Yeah, detect Central Park. You know, who knows, man? You might find something around right around the obelisk there, which is Cleopatra's Needle. Never
I
know.
assume that you, I assume you can't detect Central Park. Is that why they're putting that in there? No.
No, that is one you can't go to. I mean, you can go to a lot of parks in New York. I have the permit. I have a list of all the places you can go, but Central Park was not one of them. You can't metal detect Dead Horse Bay. I know that.
But you can mudlock it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yep. Phil said his boss's mean wouldn't go for that. Well, he'd be breaking the law then. He'd be breaking Bobby's law. Can't have that. I'd do a live stream and tear his ass up. You know I'll do it too. You know I'll do it. Can't have that. Phil's got to go. We'll have a metal detecting labor board. Anybody who does not release 1 day a week, does not release their employees, have a day to go metal detecting, will face state charges, wage and hour. You're breaking labor laws. Mr. Bucket Lister's here.
It's the bucket list, Andrew.
So yeah, I started seeing a lot of that, and man, I'll tell you, I just like I was sitting there having my coffee this morning, and I'm scrolling, and like every other one is the same thing. Somebody bitching about um, uh, Trump and the inauguration and this and that. And all. Listen, man, listen. If you guys, I'll say this: if y'all did not want Trump in, then don't vote for him. But guess what? You get what you asked for. They voted for him. You got him. You got him. Like it or you don't like it. For the next 4 years, you got him. Then they were all going on about, oh, we have a rapist for a president. We got a convicted felon for a president. He hasn't been convicted yet.
We probably had a bunch of those in the past.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bill Clinton wasn't exactly the best husband there.
Yeah. Yeah, no regrets. But yeah, but his was they kept his under the table, if you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit. Hey, you know what? I didn't think he was the worst president we didn't have. We didn't have. I don't think he was the best president we ever had. Um, but
He's pretty
you know what?
popular.
It, if you can get the oral in the oval, you're a freaking superhero, man. You're a superhero. What can I tell you? So, and she didn't exactly um, you know, come out of it unscathed. She got nobody even knew
Yeah,
how nobody even knew who the hell she was until then.
she got a bad rap out of that, I thought.
Uh, I don't know if it was big enough to call her rap, but who knows? But yeah. But see, what's the old saying? There's no such thing as bad publicity. So I'm sure she benefited from it in somehow, some way. COS come out swinging. I believe is April 5th and 6th. A little too soon for him to put all the rest of the information out. Robert's really good with that.
No, it'll
Uh,
be April before you know it.
but uh, it's the 5th and 6th of April, always the first weekend in April. And, just look on the Come Out Swinging Facebook page and for any kind of updates. I'd imagine probably by February, before Valentine's Day or somewhere's right there around, he'll start putting out, ticket sales and more information on it, and stuff like that. And you can start making, accommodations and booking hotels if you need to, and travel arrangements or whatever. But yeah, um, April 5th and 6th. There you go. Um, yeah, poor Monica. Poor Monica. Um, what was
What
this
about
for?
Dig It Dude? Is there any spring hunt for that? Or
It's what's that?
Dig It Dude?
Uh
Any news there?
no, nothing yet. Nothing yet. We were thinking about something in May. I don't know if that's going to wind up working out because it's too might be too close to come out swinging. Um, but we'll figure it all out. And once we figure out everything, we'll get all the information out, even if it's bit by bit, bit by bit. Um, but at the same time too, um, it's hard to put on something that quickly. It takes a lot of preparation and a lot of time to kind of put things together, and you always got to allow enough time because you know you put a lot of different things together, and nothing ever goes perfect. So you need that time to kind of maybe go to a plan B for some things or something. Which is one of the reasons why I think Robert went from having two come out swingers a year down to one, because it's a lot, man. There's a lot involved, and um, you gotta, if you try to do it too quickly and too much short of a time, um, you don't leave yourself any time or any room to make any kind of adjustments. And um, like when for Dig It Dude 1, we actually lost our location. A lot of people don't know this, but we actually lost our location about a week and a half before Dig It Dude. So
You
we
lose your
basically had,
permission?
yeah, we lost it.
Yeah.
It was this big thing. We had this place all lined up. It was run by a boyfriend. It was a farm run by a boyfriend and a girlfriend. The boyfriend and girlfriend were going through split up or something, and then both of them got fired by the owners, and then they decided they don't want us to do it. It was a mess. So basically, we had 10 days to come up with a new spot. We did, fortunately, but um, you got to leave yourself time for stuff like that,
Yeah.
uh, and and be able to make adjustments and do things on the fly because, um, like I said, nothing ever goes. You can plan it out as much as you want, but something along the line is going to be like, oops, wow, that didn't work out.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, but it's just it's a matter of what a lot of people don't understand is Dig It Dude is we're an LLC. We had to be done. There's permits for this, permits for that, licenses for this, licenses for that. Um, we can't do any of the raffles without having a license for that. There's a lot of things. Insurance, we have to have insurance just in case. That's all part of it. There's a lot of things that go into all of that. Um, and I give Shelly and Dawn and Audra a lot of credit. Um, they handle a lot of logistic stuff like that. It's a lot, man. It is a lot.
Sounds
And
like
then
a lot.
yeah, and then getting sponsors and donations. It's just a lot that goes into it, and you need that time. If you want to put on a good solid event, um, and we don't need to do it that like more than the once a year because um, we're not like some of the other events where they're doing it as like a money grab. We don't keep anything.
Come out swinging. Isn't that for charity?
That's for
Too?
charity as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we support it and we sponsor it. But everything that we bring in minus expenses go to wherever we're donating it to. We keep nothing. We keep nothing. Nothing. Um, so that's why we're able to keep our ticket prices down. I mean, $100 for a weekend, you can't beat that, and you get natural and seated hunts. You can't beat that. The ticket prices are low, and what a lot of people don't get either is we get for every ticket that's purchased, we pay a fee. We pay like a $4 or $5 fee. Kind of like if you send money, like say PayPal,
Oh
if you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
send friends and family, they get charged a fee. We get charged a fee. We don't we don't jack the price up to make up for the fee. We just eat it because it's being donated anyway. There's no profit. So we don't do it for that reason. We do it. The reasons we do it is we do it because one, we want to do it. Two, we want to make sure, and give people an opportunity that, to one, hunt in an area that they may not normally get a chance to hunt, which is Colonial. It's an opportunity for people to come and put names to faces and faces to names and hang out for a weekend and kind of see how the other half lives and see how some of the people that you talk to on social media, whether it be here or TikTok or Facebook or wherever, you started to develop relationships with people. Now you get to kind of solidify it by coming and hanging out and digging with each other and sit down at a picnic table, have lunch. That's different than messaging back and forth on Facebook or TikTok. And that's probably our favorite part is affording people that opportunity, but at an affordable price where it's not going to break you or break anybody. Because some people do travel, man. Some people Dig It Dude won. We had the Bordners that came from Illinois. We had Teresa that came from Wyoming, and the Lees, Herbert Lee and his wife, came from Texas. People were coming from all over, and it costs, So the last thing we want to do is charge them some astronomical price for a ticket for nothing. For what? For shit. We want everybody to come and enjoy and have a good time, enjoy each other's company, and actually have a legitimate opportunity, to find some stuff. And and we welcome it. No, there's no dates out for this year's Dig It Dude yet. Shelly, Dawn, Audra, and myself are working on that. Um, just a lot going on right now, and we probably won't come out with anything until after Come Out Swinging in April. We never, we never do that. We don't want to interfere with somebody else's event, especially somebody that we support like Robert and Nathan Babb and all those guys. Drew Waholic. So we don't come out with anything, and it takes a while to start putting this stuff together. It's not. I know it feels like it, but it was only November that we had it. So it wasn't that long ago. What, 3 months? No, not even.
3 months.
So December, January. No, 2 months. A little over 2 months, 2.5 months ago. So we'll start getting that going, and we'll start ramping that up after Come Out Swinging. We'll have meetings and kind of put 2 and 2 together, or at least 1 and 2 together or something. But plus there's a lot going on. Winter's here. It's cold as shit. Can't dig.
Cold everywhere.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah,
Gulf
it is.
Coast all the way up to here.
I even saw somebody said it snowed in Louisiana.
Yeah.
There's crocodiles in the rivers going, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's this? But we will keep everybody updated with that, with Dig It Dude, and make sure everybody has ample opportunity, and we'll divulge information as we get it. We just don't really give out information until we have things in stone. You know what I'm saying? Because things change.
Yeah.
So we don't want to put out information and then have to re-put out more information. But
Yeah, you don't want to promise something and then not
Yeah.
be able to come through on it.
no, that's like a bad marriage, man. It's like a bad marriage. So, we don't want to do that. So,
I'll take your word for that. I don't know about that one, but
what's that? Well, the last thing you want to do in a marriage is promise something and not deliver it,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
or you will wind up paying alimony, which is short for all the money. They just broke it up. Alimony. It means all the money. So, but in the meantime, though, there is a hunt beginning of April, the first weekend of April. Come Out Swinging, and you know what? What I'll do is I will reach out to the man himself, the Sultan of Swing, Mr. Robert Tyson, and I will get him on the show. Well, I'm sorry, Rob, but I'm not as fond of buttons as you are, so it just wouldn't work. But I will reach out to Robert, and I will get Robert on the show and update people on have him update people on any information he has that he can give out, any further information. The dates I know are pretty concrete. And as far as the rest of the stuff goes, I'll get with him and see where he's at with that, and then we'll bring him on the show and let him have at it and give out all that information. And plus, it'll be on the Come Out Swinging Facebook page as well. But I'll get him on here, and you'll hear it here. You'll hear it here first. But so what else you got planned, Rich? You got anything going on?
I'm working on the book. That's what I do in my free time this winter, and the winter's been flying by for me. Um, I took the last chapter, divided it up. Made it into 3 chapters because it was getting too long.
Mhm.
But we're getting there, making progress. Got 30 chapters written. The story's written. Now all the details need to be refined and
Right.
edited and all that good stuff. So we're probably looking 2 more months, maybe.
So right around spring.
Yeah.
Right around spring. See, then you're gonna start digging, dude. You're gonna run out of time, man. You got to get it done before then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hope to. Well, I still got my old book, which hasn't been out all that long. I do
No, it
myself.
hasn't actually.
Just come out in November
And where can they find this book, Richie?
on Amazon. Dark
What's the name?
Witches, Mystical Misfits.
Nancy says she loves your book cover.
I, I,
So
you'll probably like my
hopefully,
new one too. My new book cover for my new book's pretty awesome too.
I saw that. Oh no, I think you did show me that.
Yeah,
You
I
did
did.
show me. But so like I was saying earlier, for those of you that can't dig right now, due to the inclement weather, um, frozen ground, it's a really good opportunity to um, uh, do some maintenance on your machine. Like I said, clean it up real good, disconnect everything, get some of that canned air, blow out your connections. Because we get out there and we're out there digging in the dirt. Stuff's going to get in there. It's just the way it is, whether it's dust or dirt. So it's always a good idea every once in a while just disconnect that stuff, spray it out real good, spray the connector, make sure that all the prongs are right, and reconnect everything, and keep your
Get all
machine.
the mud off your machine.
Yeah, just kind of keep the maintenance on your machine while you have the time to do it. Machines will last longer that way. You have less problems. You'd be amazed how many people get out and are like, my machine's like acting funny. And sometimes it's just something as simple as either connection's not tight enough or crap got in there, and sometimes they don't think of that stuff, and it's got to be the coil, and they go out and buy a new coil. Some people go out and buy a whole new machine when it could be something as simple as that. So the way to avoid that is to keep all that stuff maintained. Yep. Keep your pin pointer clean. Um, um, keep the where the button is, all that stuff, because that's really what's going to go. Is that button, because we're constantly turning it on, turn it off. Yep. Take the coil cover off, clean it. This is the time to do it, man. So that way, when this weather starts to break a little bit and the ground starts to thaw, you're off and running, man. Off and running, ready to go. All you gotta do is charge it up and go. But you gotta and do everything you can to protect that thing, man. These machines ain't cheap, So
No,
get
they
you
are.
get you a coil stiffener so your ears don't break. Get you all that stuff. Um, uh, Protect your machine. It's also good maintenance on the machine, and plus, pimp that. You can pimp that bitch out, man. I got all my machines pimped out with all different
Yeah.
colors. There's no reason why you can't be out there detecting and getting dirty. You can't, you can't look good. Can't look good too. Somebody going by going, that looks really cool. Is that lime green? Why, yes, yes, it is.
What is
So,
that? Hunter Orange?
yeah. Fortunately, if I want my shit changed, I just go 2 miles up the road and knock, 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 knock on Eric's door. Dude, I want blue, or I want green, and we'll go in the garage. So that's I got it, kind of got it made that way. But
Bruce
Bruce
says he
talks
talks
to
to his. Yeah.
You know,
That's
I
all right,
can't.
Bruce.
I
That's all
can't.
right,
See
Bruce.
mine. I talked to mine too, man.
That's all right. Unless the machine talks back to you, you might have a problem.
My Knox 800 is in blue. Everything's in blue. My Knox 600, everything's in blue. My Xterra Pro, though, everything's lime green. And yeah, so that's
I got
it.
100 orange on my
Simplex, my
Legend.
Simplex is all done up in lime green too. My Simplex Plus, which I used twice. I had it for I've had it 4.5 years, dude. I used it twice. I gotta get rid of that thing one of these days. I'm never gonna use it.
It's like my AT Pro. I mean, it hasn't been used in a year and a half. Although I kind of like want to take it out and just use it somewhere, just to, like the good old days.
Yeah, I bought the. I think I bought my Simplex Plus. I pre-ordered it before it came out in September, August or September of 2019. I used
Yeah.
it twice. That was it. I never used it again. Went out and got
Speaking
the
of
Knox 100.
speaking of Simplex, I think the Simplex Lite now is $100 off. Only
Something
like
like that.
$150 or something like that to buy one new.
Is that the Score or the Simplex?
The Simplex Lite, it's waterproof, $154 or something like that. So if
Phil
anybody's
wears
looking for a cheap water machine,
Phil wears the pin hat and the purple fur coat when he goes out detecting because his shit's all pinned out.
probably wears the would be the Macho Man.
Oh, the Macho Man,
Yeah.
Randy Savage. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Imagine you use a pinpoint.
Funny, everyone knows wrestlers. Everyone knows Hulk Hogan, Macho Man.
That's because we're old, man. That's because we're old. That's why. I can't tell you any of the new ones. I only know the ones from the 80s, pretty much, man. And the
Well, I
only
know
reason
like The Rock and
only
John
reason I know
Cena and all those people.
the only reason I know like The Rock and some of these other ones is because a lot of them are in movies. So
I followed wrestling when The Rock was popular and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I went to WrestleMania in Boston. I can't remember what year it was. And all the ones that we watched were there. You know, The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and all them
yeah,
wrestlers.
yep. But yeah, nah, it just means we're old, man. That's all that means. All it means. So you got anything coming up?
I got a video this week, Saturday
Saturday?
night, 7:15. My usual slot.
Cool. Who's before you? Is it Rebecca and Ben?
Well, it's gonna be Rebecca and Ben this week. Dennis is taking some more time off. You let them have his slot. Before that is Mason Burke, and before that is New England PDA Chris.
For some reason, I just can't see Phil lean back in a Cadillac, just kind of going slow down the road. You know, I can't see it. Sorry, I don't see it.
More of a pickup truck guy, right?
Yeah, I don't see it, man. I
I-
don't see it. There you go. Gold fat
Goldfish.
Yeah, I don't see it. Now, Anthony, I could see it because I saw
Yeah.
pictures. I saw pictures of Anthony when he was younger, and they used to go out to the clubs and all that. And he had his little crew. So I could see that. I could see Anthony going around Brooklyn like that.
I've seen those same pictures on Facebook. He shares them every now and then.
Yeah, yeah.
He reminds me. Those guys remind me of like the band Anthrax, because they're from New York
Yep.
too.
I can see Anthony. I can see Anthony. You know, leaned back in the car. How you doing? How you doing? I can see it. I can see it. Well, I think we're good for tonight. I know the weather sucks. I know a lot of people are having a hard time getting out to dig. I'm right there with you. Better weather's coming, hopefully. I know here I got about 5 straight days of about 40-degree weather, so hopefully somewhere's in the middle there. Thaws out enough to get out. Y'all get out, and if you can get out and find something. If not, you know, just drink heavily or something like that, and so you can get out.
Yeah.
That's, you know,
Or you can start writing a book, maybe.
you could do that too. Write a book about drinking heavily, but
That might be a good book.
it might be, yeah. So you guys have a great one, and I'll keep y'all updated. I will get Mr. Tyson on here for come out swinging, and until then, we'll see you guys next week, man. Later,
Night,
dude.
everyone.